got to hitch back with the truck that is pulling this super big thing, so that's really exciting. He's gonna take us back to the trailhead. Okay, I was debating if I should come to this viewpoint or not because it's a little off trail. Oh, be still my heart. I'm so glad I did because look how gorgeous that is. That's
Horn Pond.
It's Horn Pond.
And then Sugarloaf is off in the other direction.
Yeah, so that mountain over there, I was on the other side of it yesterday. And then tomorrow, I think I'm going up those bad boys. Wow, this is such a pretty place to get our water. So it's this really enchanting pond that is close to the shelter and the sun is setting, so it just looks very majestic. All I need now is to see a moose wading through on the other shore and my life would just be complete. Okay, so it's about 5:45 a.m., well, a few minutes after now, and I am awake and sitting at the pond because I am moose watching. So I am back at the pond and I am just sitting here on a rock and I am looking for moose. I'm hoping one comes out to eat breakfast. Okay, moose hunting this morning was highly unsuccessful in the sense that I didn't see a moose, but it was a total success in the sense that I did really get to appreciate some beautiful scenery this morning. So after that, I came back here and I'm just hanging out at the shelter, and you might notice that there's a tent in the shelter. So Pickles, being the cool cat that she is, set her tent up inside the shelter, and my favorite part is, please take notice of this sign. No tents in lean-to. Dun dun dun. Okay, so we just came up a short but really steep climb. The view is gorgeous, and right there you can see the two shelters. That's where we stayed last night. Those are the privies right there, and that's the pond where I was moose watching this morning. And then we swing around over here to the left. Gorgeous views. Maine has so much water, just water, ponds everywhere. And then we're about to go this little gap and then up that mountain right there. Okay, and then here's a moose fact for you. So yesterday a local told us that there have been less moose sightings the last few years, and that's because the tick population has really increased because it hasn't been getting as cold, and the ticks have been, I don't know, he said that they keep finding dead moose and they think it's because a bunch of ticks are getting on them and they're sucking out too much blood. So I don't know, it sounded interesting, but really sad that the moose population is decreasing. We're hanging out at West Peak, and Pickles is just now getting here, and you can see Rangeley Lake's behind us, and then ahead of us there's Sugarloaf again. No matter how far we hike, we're still right next to Sugarloaf. And the trees are so pretty down there because they're all starting to turn colors. And this is the highest point until I get to Caratunk. So we're going a little ways down, we're dipping down and then climbing back up and going up that side. Just got to the top of the other Bigelow. There's a plaque over there, I don't know what it says though. So this is dedicated to Myron Avery Peak, who helped make the Appalachian Trail possible. I don't know all the history there, but it's probably interesting. It's cool to see people walking off in the distance like that. Because they're only like 2 minutes ahead of me, but they look so far away. We're headed to that ridgeline over there next. There's some really scarce and I'm super thirsty, and this puddle is listed as a stream and it's the only thing for the next 4 miles. So this is what I'm drinking. Just puddle water, but I'm definitely going to use my purifying tablets on it. The tablets will kill any germs and stuff like that, but they don't filter out the rubbish, so there are a lot of floaters in here. I don't know if you can see them, but man, they are there. So I'm about to go for a spontaneous dip in this lake. We are 5 miles away from camp. Excuse me, and I've been debating, should I get in or should I not get in? Should I just hurry and get to camp? Y'all, you only live once, so I'm getting in this pond. Y'all, it feels great. It was a game time decision. I feel like a mermaid of a lake. Wow, I just am not getting tired of these views. We're at a shelter and I came down here to fill up on water, and man, it is just spectacular. Just this massive lake. I love it, and the sun's setting over there, so it looks really pretty. Beautiful boardwalk to start off my early morning hike. So I am hiking in to Caratunk, which is the second to last town before I reach Katahdin. Ooh, this one has a sandy beach. So pretty. I love it. Just walking alongside. Okay, so we have to get to this river before 2 p.m. because you have to take the ferry across, and the ferry stops taking you at 2 p.m. So it's a 13-mile hike this morning to get there. And I really wanted to get there first out of the group, but Split just passed me. So we still have about 7.5 miles to go. So, I mean, there's a chance that I, crank it out at the end and still get there first. Okay, I'm just getting to the river. I cannot believe that people used to ford this before the ferrymen started giving free rides to encourage safety. This would be a really big river ford. Also, I was the first one here from the Banana Split fan club, so yay! And I hiked 13 miles by noon, which I haven't done in a really long time, and it feels so good. So, proud of myself. Bummer. I actually was not the first one from the Banana Split fan club to get here. I was the third. I didn't realize that Goat and Calories had already passed, but I did beat Split. How do you feel about that, Split?
Alright, I took a water break, had filter water, extenuating circumstances.
This is the ferryman. He's taking Pickles and I across, so we're all loaded up in our life jackets and getting ready to paddle.
Take your time, keep your feet dry if you can, you don't have to get wet. Oh, I guess you're all set, you got sandals.
Yeah, I like this.
Welcome to the Kennebec River, ladies.
Here we are on the Quinnipiac River. So people used to ford this, like walk across it.
Aren't they crazy?
That would be a huge river ford. Is this a high time for the river or a low time?
This is the lowest I've seen it this year, but it's
wow.
still very dangerous. See the rock?
Yeah.
To your right? Look
yes.
Here on the right. See how they're all covered with brown fuzz?
Yes.
That stuff is like so...
Yeah, I bet that's slick.
So flippin' slippery. I don't care
I bet it is.
Footwear.
Yeah. And having to carry your pack, it would be so hard.
Yeah. So to the right.
Wow, so I came to the bed and breakfast here in Caratunk, which I've heard so much about. And I got this pulled pork sandwich and a milkshake, and you get the whole can with it. Oh, so good. I got vanilla. So we are leaving the hostel. We just came in for the milkshake sandwiches and a resupply. It was delicious, and it's back to the trail. Last night we cowboy camped. I absolutely love cowboy camping, so it's so nice to wake up right underneath the trees, but I'm trying to whisper because there's still people sleeping. Okay, so I've started hiking for the day. It's about 7 a.m., a little bit before 7, and when I woke up this morning, it was like 5:40, and it was all nice and warm because I was inside my sleeping bag and out of my dry sleep clothes. But then at about 6:30, I had to change from my dry sleep clothes to put on my wet, cold hiking clothes from yesterday. Man, am I so cold right now. So my motto for the day is be bold, start cold, because if I start hiking, I'll warm up. So Calories Split and I have hiked, I don't know, maybe 8 or so miles, and we were excited because we're at water.
So excited! I can't get over it. I love water.
But check out this water source. It's listed as being a beaver bog, and I mean, it looks pretty boggy, so yeah, not overly excited anymore about drinking this water, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So we did 22, excuse me, we did 22 miles yesterday, and then cowboy camped, and now we're 12 miles from Monson. And Monson is the last trail town, until the 100-mile wilderness and Katahdin. So this just feels so strange. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm about to go into my last town. Cable is used to ford this river, and it's early in the morning. I believe today is September 16th, so it's chilly. Guidebook says that this river can be waist deep, and that's just too much water for an early chilly day. So I found this over here, and I'm gonna try to climb over it. This is downstream a little, and I'm just gonna see if I can kind of scoot across it. And that is a bunch of foam right there. I don't know why these rivers collect so much foam, but they do. Are an abundance of frogs and toads in Maine. So this one is actually a frog, but I've been seeing so many toads, and he is super big. Yeah, there he goes. Bye, little guy. Okay, so I just got to the road, and everyone else is already in Monson, last stop for the 100-mile wilderness, and I'm trying to hitch there now. So I just got to the road, and I look really scraggly right now, so I don't know how long this is going to take. Hopefully a very kind, generous soul drives by, decides to pick me up, even though I look like I'm living in the woods, because I am. I just got to the hostel and there's this really cool enchanting, I don't know what it is thing, but Pickles is inside it and I'm about to join. Okay, eating the Shaw's famous breakfast. So it's home-style potatoes, 3 eggs, bacon, and all-you-can-eat pancakes. Delicious. Okay, so I showered and enjoyed the great, delicious, famous Shaw's breakfast, and now I'm doing my last resupply on the Appalachian Trail, and thankfully Shaw's has a fantastic resupply full of lots of options, but I can't believe that this is my last one. Okay, so today is Split's 24th birthday, so Pickles and I baked him a birthday cake here at Shaw's Hostel, and we're getting ready for the celebration. So these are the birthday cards we made for Split, and we did 24 things we love about Split, so it's gonna be really cute. Yay! Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Split. Happy birthday to you. Okay, so in the beginning I didn't always like to look in hiker boxes. I don't know why, but it kind of creeped me out. But now I am like a hiker box devotee. So I'm excited because I just found brown rice and lentils. So that sounds like it'll be kind of good when I'm in the 100-mile wilderness. Okay, so odd things I find myself doing since hiking the AT. I am looking for a man named the Wilderness Man that I heard lived on a road. So I walked to the road and then I just started looking for a house that maybe a person named Wilderness Man would live in. And I came to a house that had a sign that said Appalachian Trail Inn, and I thought that looks like a place. And so I knocked, no one answered. I went around back. The back door was open, so I went onto the screened porch, into the back door, up the steps, all the while saying hello. No one is here. I don't even know if this is actually a hostel place or someone's home, but it's a gorgeous house, and I feel like Goldilocks. And now I'm leaving because I didn't find anyone. Hopefully I also didn't trespass on a private residence. Okay, so I'm in the midst of doing my last resupply. So I'm here at Shaw's, and it looks like I'm going to be doing lots of ramen, bars, and candy. It's really cool because we're leaving, which is kind of hard. It's, I don't know, 5:30 p.m. and we're finally forcing ourselves into the 100-mile wilderness. Super grateful, well yes, like Calorie said, 114-mile wilderness, but super grateful because they do food drops here, and so thanks Dad and Mom for treating us to a food drop. So that means instead of carrying 5 days worth of food, we only have to carry 3 days worth of food and then 2 days worth of food. So that'll be really, really nice.
I feel so light right now.
We just got our hitch back to trail in the back of the truck bed, which is always my fave. So here we go, 100-mile wilderness, the last stretch, the last hoorah! Split's hair is blowing in the wind. As is mine. Really nice guy who gave us a hitch. Hi.